live from the Maglio Gymnasium for the day opener of St. Joe's varsity basketball here against Monroe. Ben Chadwick joined by Saketh. And Saketh, if we just look over to our right, we can see that the flock is here and the flock is ready to go for the season opener. It's great to see.
Yes, finally the flock is back. Been 2 years, everyone's excited.
And the first time the students are allowed in the building for basketball games since pretty much 2019, 2020. So everyone is hyped up for this game. St. Joe's versus Monroe. The tip-off is coming here.
So we have the starting lineups.
Yeah, so here are the starting lineup for the St. Joe's Falcons. Number 20, Ethan Simmons. Number 10, Khalid Brown. We have Owen Griffin. Number 24, Josh Ingram. And number 0, Kwame Herod is the unit.
Yeah, so the story of this game is definitely how Joe's has been devastated by COVID. We have majority of our team out, some starters including Amari, senior. Anthony
Williams as well. So COVID's taken a few players out of this game, so St. Joe's definitely shorthanded. There's Owen Griffin with the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Herod. And Ingram to drive in. Arguably fouled. No call.
Yeah, so definitely the key for St. Joe's here is definitely going to be playing fast. Obviously, they don't have a big man like they had in previous years. So definitely driving kicks are going to be relevant here for them.
Yeah, and the key for Monroe is going to be getting that ball through those triplets who are their top 3 players, arguably. We have Josh, John, and Eli Okocha for the Monroe Falcons. And John Okocha was their leading scorer last year, 6.7 points per game. And there's John with the shot, and it's good. John Okocha starting the game off with a 3 for Monroe.
Now
Josh Ingram trying to answer.
It's 0 for 2 so far. I think he's definitely had the best shot on the team. It's fundamentally sound, just classic textbook jump shot.
Yeah, in his first game last year, I'm pretty sure he hit 9 or 10 threes.
Yeah, and that was against Roselle Catholic.
10 for 13. Josh went off in that game.
Now another 3 for Monroe. Misses badly.
That's going to be out of bounds on Monroe.
So you see Josh bringing it up. This is definitely different from his role last year. Last year, he was primarily a spot-up shooter, and I think this could be accredited to Amari being out.
It definitely could. Now Ethan has to take over a big man role, which he usually doesn't do. And they're going to call a travel right there on Owen Griffin. So a rough start for St. Joe's. I mean, fully healthy, we expected St. Joe's to pretty much dominate this game, but shorthanded, they're off to a slow start.
Yeah, but I think they could definitely be happy with the shots they've taken so far. They had that one drive by Josh, which could have been a foul, wasn't called. They also had that 1-3. So they're definitely getting good looks. They just have to knock them down.
Both players, Aiden Lane and Ethan Simmons, fighting for the ball at midcourt, and the possession arrow should give it to the Falcons, the St. Joe's Falcons, that is. St. Joe's going to try and finally get something going in this game. We'll see what Josh Ingram and this offense can do. And a penalty called. We're going to go off-ball foul on Monroe there. Not really sure what the ref called. But we'll have an inbound from Ethan Simmons here.
Okay, so Ethan.
Josh Ingram wide open 3. It's good. Josh starts the game off.
And how accustomed are we to seeing that? Just, he's usually knocked down, and great to see his season start off with a 3.
We better get used to it. St. Joe's was the leading 3-point scorer last year, 6.5 points a game. Monroe driving the ball in.
Now Ethan Simmons pushing the ball.
On the drive.
Takes it up himself.
Should be a foul.
Trying for the ball. Now Monroe is taking it the other way, and that's...
A coach is going to go up. He's going to get blocked by Khalid Brown. Josh Ingram on the other side.
Other way.
Goes up for the dunk, it looked like. Couldn't get high enough. Not a big enough run-up, but he'll still get the bucket. Josh Ingram. 5 points on the day.
So now Kwame's on ball right now, pressing him at half court. Khalid gets the steal. So, Ben, I think this is definitely what we were expecting. St. Joe's playing a little bit fast, pushing the momentum, getting on fast breaks. And I think that's definitely the key for them here because they don't have that big paint protector.
And you better hope that Coach Jan has this team conditioned well because they're missing a lot of players right now. Yeah. There's not too many backups. I think I see 3 or 4 on the bench. Yeah. So hopefully they don't get overworked. So Ingram at the top of the key now. St. Joe's working the ball around, slowing the game.
Ethan Simmons.
Contested mid-range. It's going to be an air ball from Ethan.
No. Kocha.
Kocha to a Kocha. To a Kocha. The layup from Eli is no good. Khalid. And that'll be a shooting foul on John Kocha on Josh Ingram, and Josh will go to the line.
Gotta like Josh's aggressiveness so far. He's been taking all the looks he's getting, no hesitation.
Yeah, right when St. Joe's gets that board, that defensive rebound on the other side, Josh sprints over. That's why he's getting all these fast break points.
Yep. And he's gonna be playing a similar role that we saw him play his freshman year on the freshman team. He's kind of forced to be the primary ball handler here.
So the first one, no good for Ingram. He'll shoot his second now. St. Joe is running a very small lineup right now. Like we said, very short-handed coming into this game.
The second free throw is pure.
And that'll be good. That'll be 6-3. Falcons lead. Josh Ingram goes 1 for 2 on free throws and has all of St. Joseph's points. Averaged 6.5 last year, already has 6 in the first few minutes. Aiden Lane working the ball around. And that'll be a travel on Monroe. St. Joe's ball.
So Josh bringing it out here to Kwame.
Kwame's going to bring the ball up now.
So it seems both teams are full court pressing their ball handlers.
Okay, they're really putting pressure on each other right now, and that's going to be another
travel.
Another travel.
Seems he moved his foot before he put the ball down.
That would be a travel, so. So it'll be Monroe ball, the third travel of the game.
Kocha brings it up.
Looks like Josh Kocha right there. Passes it over to John. Over to Eli. Eli for 3. And it's good from Eli Kocha.
And Khalid called a blocking foul. So as soon as St. Joe's got scored on, they immediately passed it up the court. And yeah, that's definitely what they need to do.
Yeah, St. Joe's really looking to draw fouls, really putting the pressure on Monroe early in this game. So it'll be Ethan Simmons. As Owen Griffin will check off for David Caruso. Kwame over to Josh. Simmons working the ball around. Caruso. Oh, and in and out.
3 rims out, and Monroe's looking to push here now. St. Joe's did a good job there, slowing down the break, making them slow down.
And that was a good shot selection from St. Joe's. Just went in and out, unfortunately.
It's a foul on Ethan Simmons, his first.
Shooting foul, so John Kocha will go to the line. Their leading scorer last year, his 3rd year on varsity. One of 3 triplets who lead this team in scoring, coming off of last season. Actually an inbound, so it looked like it was a blocking foul. Monroe working the ball around the perimeter.
Now another foul is called.
Another foul.
I believe it's on Khalid this time.
It's been an incredible number of fouls already in this game. Monroe student section. Letting St. Joe's hear it right now. Both those sides, I can imagine, are going to go at it back and forth tonight as John Okocha with the mid-range is good for Monroe. John Okocha. Josh Bingham with the deep three. No good. Josh gets the board. Khalid Brown driving down the Euro step.
Give it to Ethan.
Ethan, a pump fake. And they're going to call a shooting foul. Should be. Yeah, it'll be a shooting foul on John Okocha there, so Ethan Simmons will head to the line.
So Ethan Simmons has an opportunity here to finally put his imprint on the game. Yeah,
and it's been a high-paced game. It's been an incredible amount of turnovers, fouls, so it's getting off to a quick start here in the Maglio Gymnasium.
Yeah, and the Falcons definitely have to be careful with those fouls. They don't really have too much help over on their bench to
The first free throw is good from Ethan Simmons. But yeah, like you were saying, we're going to mention it all night tonight pretty much. St. Joe's very short-handed.
Now Kwame comes out for Jeremy DeCaro.
Yeah, Jeremy DeCaro comes in.
Ethan Simmons hits both. So now it's 8-9 with about 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
DeCaro was a star running back and receiver for St. Joe's in the football season. Probably didn't expect to be playing any minutes in this game, but he's going to have to, so we'll see what impact he can make as John Okocha, the and one.
So the Okocha brothers are running right through the St. Joe's defense so far.
Man, I would argue that it's just one Okocha brother right now. John Okocha, I'm pretty sure, has 9 points for the Monroe Falcons right now, barring 10 right here. So there's only been about 3 or 4 players to score in this first period so far. Free throw, no good by John.
Then Simmons grabs the board, slows it down.
Simmons slowing the game down. CSI, the pass over to Ingram.
So you see Josh going over to the weak side corner, and almost every time St. Joe's drives, they're looking for him.
Yeah. Well, they know that's their best chance of making a shot, him and Ethan, at least. So they're going to try and get them the ball as much as humanly possible throughout this game. Monroe taking the ball up now, working the ball around the perimeter like they have been all game. John is going to drive right back in over Josh, and one by John Okocha.
That's his 11th point.
That is his 11th point in this game, barring 12 after his second straight and one.
Yeah, like we said, he is tearing right through the St. Joe's defense. They had no answer for him so far. And I think that could be accredited to us having no paint protector.
Yeah, but I mean, got to give a little credit here to John Okocha. I mean, this is incredible.
Definitely.
12 points now out of their 14. 4 more total points from the entire St. Joe's lineup.
Coach was really quick putting Kwame back in. I
think Kwame is coming in for that defense, I'm pretty sure. Possibly on John.
Yeah, you saw Kwame full court pressing, like you said.
Yeah.
Defense is valuable. They're trying to get as many steals as they can. They don't want this Monroe team to get into the paint.
So we're going to have a 30-second timeout. And if you're Coach Jan right now, what do you tell your team, and specifically, what do you tell them to do about John Okocha?
I think they just have to match his points. Honestly, we have no big men in our defense to be able to stop John Okocha, so we have to be able to match everything he puts up on offense. Maybe a 3-point for his 2, or maybe get to the line, but we definitely have to slow him down.
Yeah, I think maybe even putting Owen Griffin back in the game, as he's still out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's our tallest player right now. You have to imagine he's one of our best interior defenders. So
problem is he's also still a little bit inexperienced.
Yeah, that's true. Only a sophomore. CSI with the rebound over to Kwame.
So Kwame gives it over to Caruso. Nice inside pass for Ethan Simmons.
Contested mid-range right there. And that's going to be Josh Okocha with the bucket for the Falcons.
So Josh now setting up the offense. Gives it to Caruso. Caruso swings it over to Kwame. Kwame to Ethan.
Ethan with the three is no good for St. Joe's, and Kwame couldn't gather the rebound, and it goes out of bounds.
You have to think Ethan has to take a little bit more initiative here. So far, he hasn't been as aggressive as we're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, I think St. Joe's also needs to start taking some higher percentage shots. Like that mid-range from Ethan, that was double or triple covered. So that's not what you want. No shot clock too, so you can take all the time you need to get that open shot. So St. Joe's just have to play this smart from here on out. Josh, working on Josh. And the pass is off target for Monroe. So Khalid will check in for Jeremy DeCaro. As Herod brings the ball up. Monroe playing that 3-2 zone defense. St. Joe's can't get by it. Kwame, three is no good. Ethan gets fouled on the shot, so he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, so I was just saying how Ethan has to be more aggressive, and that's definitely what we wanted to see out of him.
Yeah, you could tell Monroe is playing over physical right now, so if they could start using that to their advantage and start drawing fouls, I think that could get St. Joe's right back in this game.
Definitely. They get Monroe in the they get in the bonus early. They may be able to alleviate some of that that first game jitters, and especially with half the team being out.
Yeah, they're gonna need the rest of the team. Amari Campbell, Anthony Williams are just among the few that they're missing right now.
So Ethan is 4 for 4 from the free throw line so far.
Yeah, and that's huge for St. Joe's. He's gonna have to keep that up and keep drawing fouls. So it'll be John Okocha now working on Josh Ingram of St. Joe's. 6 seconds on the clock. The three by Monroe spins in and out. And Josh's full court shot doesn't get up in time. So that's the first quarter. Monroe leads 16-10 over the St. Joe's Falcons. Slow start for St. Joe's, like we've been saying. I mean, you can just clearly tell that they're missing those extra players right now.
Yeah, definitely. And you can also tell on St. Joe's sideline, usually they have Anthony Williams. He's one of their big defenders. But now they don't have him, so they're using Kwame a little bit more on the defensive side.
Yeah.
But Ben, you could definitely see how the fans on both sides are helpful for both teams.
Oh, the fans are going at it right now. Monroe has a lot less, but they're a lot louder, especially with their team up 6.
Yeah.
So I think the fans can bring a lot of momentum to this game, get both teams hyped up in their own ways. Like we said before, John Okocha, 14 points on the game right now. Just taking charge of this Monroe offense and just absolutely dominating St. Joe's. And we'll see if St. Joe's has any game plan to stop that. As a lineup for the Falcons is going to be Josh Ingram, CSI, Ethan Simmons, Khalid Brown, and Kwame Herod.
Yeah, and Monroe took one of the brothers out.
Yeah, it looks like Eli Okocha is going to come out, but John and Josh, who were their top 2 scorers last year, will remain in. Kwame gets a little over too aggressive. Right there. John working on Josh. I'm going to call him out of bounds, it looks like.
I believe it was an off-ball foul on
okay, maybe a illegal screen
number
or something
11.
like that.
So CSI bringing it up now.
Caruso for 3. It's good. St. Joe's finally back on the board. David CSI Caruso. First points of the season. First points as a Falcon. As John Okocha starts working in at the other end.
Okocha now.
Okocha out-muscles Josh, but Josh might have gotten a finger on it, might have blocked that. It'll remain Monroe ball. Just a minute or two into this game, 7:20 left in the first half. And a possible steal by CSI right there. And it will be a steal. Went out of bounds on Monroe, so that'll be St. Joe's ball.
So St. Joe's was down 8-16, I believe, and they're almost back in this game.
Yeah. So, I mean, just working the ball around, taking high percent shots. CSI for another one. No good. Caruso couldn't knock it down.
Again, to your point, that was a good look. That was a good look right there.
Yeah.
And St. Joe's definitely needs to put up more of those if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, we could try and find all the reasons we want, but if you're not hitting shots, you're not hitting shots. So that's what it's going to boil down to right now. As the shot is up and good for the Falcons, number 11 of Monroe. As Kwame Herod
ball up.
Drives in, kicks out to Josh, gets stolen. Josh Okocha, no good. Khalid Brown on the other side. CSI working in. CSI. 5 straight points by David Caruso.
And how good is that for St. Joe's? You know, you're always expecting Ethan Simmons, Josh, those bigger name players to score, but it's good for St. Joe's that they have a young player putting up a big contribution so far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see Caruso come in his first ever game as a Falcon and get 5 straight points to get you right back in this game.
So Monroe forced to call a timeout.
So, yeah, Monroe calling a timeout. Clearly St. Joe's got some momentum right there. St. Joe's going to head back out.
You think Monroe has to put all 3 brothers back in now?
They might have to. It depends how tired Eli was, but I don't think it matters at this point. Seems like their entire offense just gets so much better with all 3 of them out there. That just with one missing, they can start crumbling. And they'll still have those same 2 out there, Eli and John, numbers 1 and 2.
CSI making an impact everywhere so far, even on the defensive end.
Inbound here. It's going to be John in the corner working on Ethan. Now Josh Okocha with the ball. Josh going to work in the paint. And the post spin. That's a bucket for Josh Okocha now.
Caruso swings it over to Josh.
Nice pass there by CSI. Ingram. Bad pass there. Look, might have got kicked out of his hands. Oh my God, and the pump fake.
You know,
the pump fake by Monroe.
Imagining how high Kwame jumped right there to block that ball. It's kind of surprising seeing how small he is.
No, Kwame got up. That shot was getting stuffed. But the pump fake by number 11. And he gets an easy bucket as he sends Kwame flying. So it's 22-15.
He's about 5'10". He looks like he could tomahawk right there.
That was definitely impressive. But Monroe has all of that momentum back from the first period. As John will take the ball up. Monroe working the ball around. John working on Khalid. And John will get fouled. He'll go to the line, and he'll score, or possibly score, even more points for Monroe.
So Monroe was up 8 early. St. Joe's brought it back within 3, and now they're up again by 7. So you can see So you can see how momentum is playing a big role in this game.
The fans, like we said before, are going to play a huge part. Because once you hit 1 or 2 shots, the fans finally get into it for you. And that makes it even hotter, so. First free throw is good for John Okocha.
So Kwame's taken out again.
I believe that's 17 now for him.
Jeremy DeCaro's back in.
And both free throws are good for John Okocha. 18 points.
Yeah, John Okocha has them on his back right now.
This has been unreal.
The whole offense just runs through him.
It really does. I mean, I remember going to a St. Joe's Monroe game my sophomore year, and he was not nearly this good, but now he's killing it. As Monroe gets a turnover, John to Josh. Josh for 3 is good. The Okocha brothers are going off against St. Joe's right now. Ethan Simmons trying to answer back, and he hands it right off. Josh Ingram gets a turnover, gets a steal, I should say.
And the refs call a carry there.
Travel on Josh Ingram. St. Joe's down 12 to the Monroe Falcons. And now Monroe student section is getting into it right now. John Okocha facing pressure from Khalid Brown. As the Monroe Falcons, bring it up.
That's John Okocha with the ball now.
Yeah, Josh. Over there in the corner, the 3 from Monroe is good. Number 22 for the Monroe Falcons. 3 straight threes for Monroe. And they take a 15-point lead halfway through the second quarter against St. Joe's.
This is not the start St. Joe's wanted to their season. You could definitely see how the momentum from this week carrying over from everyone being excited.
And once a team gets hot from beyond the perimeter, there's very little you can do to stop them, and we're clearly seeing that right now. Josh Ingram missing vital free throws right now. And Monroe will take out that number 22, who just hit that big shot. As Aiden Lane will check back in. And Josh hits 1 of 2. He'll make that second one. John working on Khalid in the backcourt. As Kwame will line up. Head back in for the Falcons. Just around 4 minutes left to go. As CSI checks off as Herod checks in.
It seems whenever Kwame comes off, St. Joe's defense is just completely annihilated by the Okocha brothers.
Yeah, he's definitely a defensive cornerstone, like the Patrick Beverly of this team, kind of. So they definitely want him on the floor as much as possible, especially when 2 of the 3 Okocha brothers were also on the floor.
Yeah, so I don't think John Okocha has even come off the floor yet. He's just way too hot.
He has not come off the floor yet. Only time he came off to even sit down was for 45 seconds after the end of that first, and then he got right back up.
And he is just not slowing down at all.
He'll tack on more points. That's 19 for John Okocha. Looking to get 20 right here. And he will. John Okocha, 6 for 6 on free throws this game. 19 points. Missed maybe 1 or 2 shots the whole game. Owen Griffin also checks back in for the Falcons. Josh Ingram,
corner,
open for 3. Misses.
So I think Josh is now 1 for 4 from 3. Not what we were usually expecting to see from him.
John will drive in, and the pass just goes right past Aiden. It'll be St. Joe's ball. St. Joe's down 16 to the Monroe Falcons right now. 32-16 is the score. Just about 3:20 left to go in the first half.
St. Joe's definitely has to start pushing the pace again. That's only time they were really scoring was when the pace was good.
St. Joe's, once they get a little momentum, they could score 5, maybe 6 points, and then just go right back to being cold again. It's a missed layup from Ethan Simmons right there. Josh Okocha over to his brother John. John working on Khalid. Ball tipped out by Kwame, but Josh gets it back, misses the layup, and Ingram.
So Ben, let me ask you, St. Joe's also has a game tomorrow against STA. How do you think winning or losing this game will affect them tomorrow?
Well, being down 16 to Monroe, and no slander to Monroe, but Monroe has not been historically a great team in the GMC. So just looking at this game right now, it's going to be very tough for St. Joe's going into St. Thomas Aquinas, trying to win that game, especially when they're arguably the best team in the GMC. A couple of D1 commits. I know they have a commit to Seton Hall right now, Jaquan Harris. So that game's going to be very tough at South Amway at 8 tomorrow. Josh is shooting 2. Once again, makes 1 and misses 1.
Yeah, so all 3 trips to the free throw line have just been
3 for 6 right now for Josh Ingram. That is not helping the team too much.
Khalid falls. He's tripped by a screen, it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Josh Okocha. Yeah, so it looks like John Okocha is definitely...
I was just about to say that. Finally, they took him out. St. Joe's has to take advantage of this. These last 2.5 minutes are when they could really come back. Aiden Lane for 3 is no good.
Owen Griffin rips
Owen
the
with the
rebound
board. That's
away.
going to be huge for St. Joe's if he can keep doing that. Josh Ingram for 3. Gets blocked by Aiden Lane. Aiden comes all the way down the court to get the block. And the shot up, no good from Monroe.
So 2 air balls back to back.
And yeah, the St. Joe's Falcon flock tried saying air ball. And the Monroe student section quickly reminded them of the current score right now, as St. Joe's is down 32-17.
Yeah, maybe the Falcon flock is the jolt that St. Joe's needs. They've been a little bit flat
They
the last
might
couple
be.
minutes.
It is tough to start getting into the game when the team is down 15 points, but they're going to do all they can. So a foul on Ethan right there. Number 15 from Monroe will go to the line. And just like that, John Okocha looks to check back in. Or maybe not. Maybe his coach will keep him out.
St. Joe's putting in Tim Sullivan, it looks like.
Looks like Christian Magliacano actually is going to check in for St. Joe's.
So Monroe was not even going to contest for the offensive rebound. They had their whole defense back already. No one there for the boards.
I mean, I said St. Joe's needs to take advantage of this while John is out, and I mean, they just haven't. Playing real slow ball right now, not hitting shots.
The best you could hope for St. Joe's is that they aren't in their heads. Biggest detriment to them is...
Yeah, so St. Joe's working the ball around Ethan. Gonna drive in. That's gotta be a shooting foul. It won't be. But Ethan will hit the shot. St. Joe's trying to decrease this deficit at least a little bit before going into that second half. That'll be a travel there on Monroe.
That's been 3 travels already this game.
Yeah, I would argue more than that too. I mean, I don't know if you remember that first period, but there must have been like 4 or 5 just in the first quarter alone.
Kwame now brings it up.
Magliacano out to Kwame.
That's another one.
I'm going to call another travel on Kwame. And I'm going to show no bias here. I'm going to say for both sides, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 travels just from my view. But they're really calling everything. .40 seconds on the clock as Monroe picks the pace up. 22 hit that clutch three-pointer before as he's working on Kwame. And he puts the mid-range up, no good. Rebound by Josh.
St. Joe's looking to get the fast break, but Monroe shuts it down quickly. But Khalid kicks it out to Josh.
Josh just goes right over. They're going to call a charging foul on Josh Ingram. They will not count that bucket. Josh Okocha will draw the foul. And St. Joe's will get no points. So Monroe with 15 seconds now. Try and make this lead even larger. Maybe get 35, 36 points. We'll see what they could do. 8 on the clock now. Reed's 5 on the clock. Josh, quick shot, no good. And that will be the first half. A very slow and cold one for St. Joe's as they are down 33-19. And that is a rough 2 quarters for St. Joe's. But we'll
first game back with fans in 2 years.
Hello, my name is Christopher Mild. I'm an alumni of St. Joe. I'm here with Mr. Arva. Mr. Arva, what do you think of the basketball game today?
Well, obviously it's a little bit of a challenging game tonight.
Has had a rough day match. Has had a rough day.
But I'm looking for a good second half here. Nice to see some of the guys, David Tate, some of the girls, Josh Evans, the world. We'll get some good playing time. Also, we think we're good on the second half.
So you're looking for the team to
Well, I thought we struggled defensively in the first half. The crock pot is talking about it never. Yeah, like, hey, listen, every day, we're on Saturday, that's so good. No reason to stop. The volleyball team this year should be really good. Unfortunately, we won the season due to COVID. We had a really strong season that year. But another really strong season last year. Jim and Frank was this committed to playing college. He's on the senior schools and the science. Really excited about him. Really excited about that team as well. We got really good core guys that are playing the offseason. These guys are sophomores. And we're really
I'll just send it over to you.
All right, ready?
How do you have that, sir?
And now for just a quick halftime report from freshman Braden Tankowitz on the first half of St. Joe's versus Monroe.
Alright, what's up, Ben? In their first game back with fans in 2 years, St. Joe's has had a rough night in Maglio, being down 33-19 heading into the second half. One of the few bright spots for St. Joe's has been sophomore guard David Caruso, shooting 2 for 3 with 5 points coming off the bench. While for Monroe, senior guard John Okuchwa has been lights out, going 9 for 11 from the field with 21 points. St. Joe's has to pick it up in the second half to have good momentum going into tomorrow against close rival St. Thomas Aquinas. Back to you, Ben.
Would have been an amazing halftime report there by Braden Tankiewicz.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Braden. Quick halftime report just highlighting how St. Joe's has been playing in that first half, which, if you were wondering, has been not good because we are currently down 33-19. So we'll see if the Falcons can pick it up.
Yeah, and Monroe has to be happy with their play so far, especially with John Okucha. The way he's playing is remarkable so far.
It's unreal. We haven't seen a player play like this in the Maglio Gymnasium in a very long time. That's a lot saying that, as this is the St. Joe's home court.
Yeah.
Players like Carl Towns, Tyus Battle, Brian Tyree. These are the guys that have these type of nights. As Josh Okocha heads it over to John. John for 3. And one of his few misses tonight. John Okocha does not connect. Ethan Simmons on the mid-range. Ethan Simmons. Simmons trying to get St. Joe's back into this game. Also, all 3 Okocha brothers back on the court. John, Josh, and Eli, 1, 2, and 3. Eli with the ball, being covered by Owen Griffin. Eli, deep
puts up a
3. No
good. Ethan Simmons rips away the board. Khalid's down there. Euro step.
No good, but that'll be a shooting foul on Josh Okocha. So Khalid Brown will head to the line, first 2 of the game. St. Joe's trying to make it a 10-point deficit with these free throws. I know it's only 2 points, but you almost sense a different energy and a different type of team coming into the second half for St. Joe's.
Definitely trending towards the right direction in terms of the pace St. Joe's has had so far. In the second half, you gotta hope that this just stays for St. Joe's.
Definitely, we'll see. That first one is good for Khalid Brown, so now it is 33-22. Still has 1 more to go. Monroe and St. Joe's fans getting into it right now. Second one is no good for St. Joe's. Monroe will take the ball up. So both sides giving a warning. The student sections could be forming a new rivalry right now in the GMC. Number 22, once again putting the handles on St. Joe's.
Yeah, St. Joe's has been forming many rivals so far. I think even in football, I believe it was against South Plainfield.
Our students have made some comments that have not gone over well with other schools and other athletic teams. As Josh Okocha absolutely bullies Owen Griffin for the bucket, 35-22. St. Joe's finally got some momentum going, and it's quickly taken away by one of the coaches. Does it even matter which one it is anymore? Ethan Simmons
puts up a 3.
That's good.
So this is what we wanted to see out of Ethan Simmons in that first half. He's putting up more shots now, getting good looks.
Yeah, Ethan Simmons is starting to look like that number 1 option, that number 1 senior option on this St. Joe's team. And that's exactly what they need. They want any chance of getting back into this game.
Yeah, and everybody knows it. All those D1 offers he racked up over the summer. Definitely showing in the second half why he deserves them. John Okocha.
Who else but John Okocha? The mid-range. 23 points in the game for John Okocha. And St. Joe's has no answer whatsoever.
So Kwame Josh passes it back and forth, gives it to Ethan in the corner. Back over to Kwame. Josh dumps it inside. Kwame puts up a 3. It's good. So
St. Joe's shooting a lot better right now.
that's definitely what Coach Jen wants to see.
Yeah, this Monroe offense looks very similar to the last half, but the St. Joe's offense is drastically better right now. And just like that, it is a single-digit ball game. Definitely not one possession, but it's a single-digit ball game here in the Maglio. 37-28. Kwame Herod makes it 3.
Not exactly sure what the Falcon flock is hyped about there. This better not have been live.
So just some technical difficulties right there, but we're right back. Score is still 37-28.
Yeah, so St. Joe's put CSI back in. Maybe he could hit another 3, get momentum.
The CSI shooter, he was hot in that first half. Josh Okocha fouled hard, and he will go to the line.
The refs have been calling everything.
There have been an incredible amount of free throws in this game. The refs are not holding back at all.
So this big baller brand-esque team.
There's some quarreling, we'll say, going on between St. Joe's and Monroe.
So Ben, have you heard of the big baller brand?
I have heard of the Big Baller brand. An esteemed brand, up there with Nike and Adidas. Josh Ingram from 3, no good. I think we should get the Big Baller brand to sponsor St. Joe's. Get some uniforms, get some kicks in here. We should definitely get that.
Sure, they'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, I gotta call up LeVar. Monroe slowing down the pace now. Okocha, the fake, over to Aiden. An open 3 for 22 is no good. And CSI tips it out of bounds, couldn't get the board. And that ball is going to go right back to the Falcons, the Monroe Falcons. Once again, score is 38-28. Monroe leads. Just in case you can't see that scoreboard on your screen right now. John Okocha is going to work on Josh Ingram at the top of the key. John Okocha posting up over to his brother Josh. And they're going to call a reach-in foul on Kwame Herod. That'll be his 3rd or 4th foul.
Monroe fans.
Monroe letting St. Joe's know that they cannot guard 22. And he has some sick handles. I don't know if you've been seeing him. 22 has a string on that ball right now. John Okocha, the pass in. Ball is tipped loose. Jeremy DeCaro gets the steal.
Ethan Simmons now.
Ethan Simmons, the Euro step bucket.
It's his 7th point of the second half.
Yeah, Ethan Simmons taking over this half.
They call another travel.
On John Okocha.
Refs are being very generous with those travel calls.
The refs are going in with their calls. They are wearing out those whistles right now.
You can see both fan sections are just going back and forth.
This is a high-intensity game for opening day.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was the start of a new rivalry.
I think it definitely is. The way these two have been going at it, 2 students already kicked out from Monroe.
Heckling going on between both sides. Some jokes that probably shouldn't mention on there.
Just about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. St. Joe's down by 8, 38-30 to score.
The Okocha brothers definitely not as prominent as we saw in the first half.
Definitely not. No, the Monroe team has definitely slowed down in this half, and St. Joe's has definitely picked it up.
They've scored 5 to St. Jose's 11 points.
Yeah, so we could be in for a very good. We could be in for a very good ending. Let me spit that out real quick.
So Maglicano now makes a play on the ball. He kept it alive.
Ethan Simmons gets up, and 1 for Ethan Simmons.
Ethan Simmons is going off right now. He has 9 points in the second half. About to make it 10 if he makes this free throw.
Ethan Simmons saw what John Okocha did in that first half, and he's trying to one-up him right now.
And this is why everyone expected him to be the leading scorer in this game.
I mean, yeah,
he's just
close to it, yeah.
so gifted around that basket, able to maneuver in the air.
And the free throw no good. Maglicano with the rebound. And not sure what happened there. St. Joe's fans are clapping, and it'll be St. Joe's ball.
They've completely turned around this game, second half. And it starts with Ethan Simmons.
It definitely does. Yeah, like you said, 9 points. And Maglicano getting an offensive rebound after a foul shot is huge.
Pass an overthrown pass. There was some miscommunication there. Caruso cut in. There.
Just around 140 now.
So John Okocha with the ball now.
A reach-in foul on Jeremy DeCarl, looks like.
Jeremy DeCarl has been all up on that ball handler. Another reach-in foul.
I don't think I ever saw Jeremy's hands go out from the sides.
Yeah, it's a questionable call right there.
These refs are definitely being very generous with that whistle right now.
Coach Jen is livid right now.
I would be too. I'm not trying to play any favoritism here. But I don't think I ever saw Jeremy DeCarl's hands leave the side of his body. They never went in front of him to go in for a reach-in. That's what they called as John Okocha drives in.
St. Joe's trying to push it now. Ethan Simmons slows it down. I think St. Joe's wants to keep the ball in his hands. They trust him with it.
Josh Ingham looks to get involved in this game as Ethan Simmons gets open for 3.
Rims out, but that's another good look. That's a shot that St. Joe's likes to take.
St. Joe's is all over the ball right now. That's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Monroe's ball, but they're going to switch that arrow. (40-32) is the score. Monroe leads. Just around 1:14 left to go in this third period.
So now John. St. Joe's full court pressing now.
All 3 of the Okocha brothers are in.
Eli
with the
Okocha
shot.
puts up a 3.
No
Off.
good.
Ethan Simmons reels in the rebound. He is off to the races. Davey
CSI,
Caruso.
the shooter. It's in. 7 points.
St. Joe's has all the momentum right now. Fan section's going crazy.
7 points now for David CSI Caruso. Shooting 3 for 4. And it'll be St. Joe's ball after a foul on Monroe. CSI for 3. It is good. David Caruso.
So that's his 10th point now, I believe.
That is his, that'll be his 10th point. David Caruso is on fire right now.
So before this game, they might have not expected him to play a lot, but after today, they might have to.
4 for 5. He'll be out of bounds on St. Joe's. But David Caruso, in his first ever game as a St. Joe's Falcon, has 10 points on 4 for 5 shooting and 2 threes.
So yeah, so he's the second leading scorer tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely overperforming expectations.
He's been taking over that role that St. Joe's thought they had with Josh Ingram. But Josh has been having a cold night, no shame to him. But David Caruso has stepped up. Oh, that's a
There he
steal.
goes with the steal.
CSI gets fouled on the way up.
Stays St. Joe's ball.
It's gonna look like Josh Ingram was fouled. Might be an over-the-back foul here on Monroe. Maybe they'll.
Yeah, so St. Joe's is within 3 points now. Absolutely insane considering they were down 11 at half.
The Falcons have all the momentum right now.
And it starts with that fan section. There's heckling going on between both sides, but this fan section is
The Falcon
absolutely.
flock has been lights out right now.
Jeremy DeCaro puts up a
Jeremy
three.
DeCaro with the
So
three.
St. Joe's is now tied.
Jeremy DeCaro hits a three for the Falcons.
This full court press completely stopped the Okocha brothers.
No one expected that. Jeremy DeCaro was a defensive specialist, and now he's hitting shots to tie the game up. And it's no good. And somehow we have a tie game going into the fourth quarter after Monroe led by 14 points coming into this half.
Yeah, and like we said, whoever has the momentum has just been going off. There's been no in-between here in this game.
That's exactly what's happening right now. St. Joe's has all the momentum. You almost wish that third quarter lasted a little bit longer so they didn't have to take this break.
Hopefully this cool down doesn't negatively affect them. They might have to keep the same 5 in. It's just going way too good right now.
CSI needs to be in, Jeremy DeCaro needs to be in, and Ethan Simmons needs to be in.
Besides those 2 foul calls, like regardless of them being questionable or not, Jeremy DeCaro has locked down their ball handler.
Jeremy DeCaro has been incredible on the press man, and I still can't believe he just hit that three at the end of the half. I mean, no one expected him to be a shooter. He was the defensive specialist for St. Joe's. Just get him out there to stop one of the Okocha brothers. And now he's hitting shots for the Falcons.
Falcon flock is up to their feet now.
Yeah, both sides are getting hyped. Monroe a little bit less than the Falcon flock, and they just lost a 14-point lead. But St. Joe's is ready, and that's the exact same lineup we wanted to see. Josh Ingram, CSI, Jeremy DeCaro, Ethan Simmons, and Christian Magliacano. That is the lineup that got St. Joe's back in this game, and that could be the lineup that finishes this game and possibly gets a W for the Falcons. We'll see. 8 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now Monroe is doing a little bit of full court pressing of their own.
Yeah, Monroe is trying to learn from St. Joe's.
And Simmons swings it to Josh. Davey Caruso
CSI.
again.
No good.
Misses that one, but come to expect him hitting that.
Yeah, you almost feel like it was a heat check right there. As Monroe working the ball down. Josh Okocha with the three. No
misses.
good.
Grab their own board.
Aiden Lane, the mid-range. No good. Christian Magliacano with the board.
Magliacano gives it over to DeCaro.
And they're going to call a reaching foul right there. Oh, it looks to be a timeout by Monroe or St. Joe's. So just 30 seconds into this game, and the energy has not changed at all. This is setting up for an incredible finish in the Maglio Gymnasium right now. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go before we get to witness that finish. Game is still tied, 40-40.
You got to think Monroe needs to see a little bit more out of the Okocha brothers, especially John.
John has been very cool.
They were riding him that first half, and
John Okocha might only have 2 points this entire half so far. And he had 21 in the last half, so he has for sure cooled off. And St. Joe's has definitely found a way to lock him down.
they're keeping that same 5 out there.
Yeah, I can't blame him. I mean, they're hitting shots. David Caruso has 10 points right now, and he's missed 2 shots in the whole game. Ethan Simmons was incredible that third quarter. Jeremy DeCaro hit that shot. Magliacano is getting all the rebounds. This team is on fire out there, and they're trying to keep it going. As CSI are working the ball around to DeCaro.
So Josh Ingram with an open shot.
No good
In
by
and
Josh
out.
Ingram. Maglicano. That's going to be a jump ball. Christian Maglicano fighting for the ball.
Seems Josh is a little bit in his head. None of those shots are falling for him.
Yeah,
But he's making his impact felt, pushing the pace, finding his teammates.
especially when he's a main scorer. St. Joe's is very thankful that other guys have come up to take that place right now. Yeah, Josh just can't seem to get it going right now. But he is a very prolific shooter and scorer. And what a drive in right there by number 22.
So Monroe takes the lead again. Josh is bringing it up.
First point
Swings
in the
over to
third quarter.
DeCaro. Seems Ethan Simmons is being super closely guarded here. Josh Ingram with another three. He has that one. That's the one he needed to see.
Josh Ingram. 5 points on the day.
So I believe that's the first time in a while St. Joe's has regained the lead.
It has been, yeah. First time since the first quarter, I believe.
Like we were mentioning, Josh, as
Yeah.
soon as he gets going, St. Joe's does well as a collective.
And the pass is long by Monroe. Ingram with the defense. It's going to be St. Joe's ball now. St. Joe's leads by 1, 43-42. 6:15 left to go in this fourth quarter.
And while Ethan Simmons has been on lock, the complementary pieces around him have just gone off. We see Davey Caruso going off. Josh Ingram is starting to get it going. Jeremy DeCaro is hitting unexpected shots.
Yeah.
The defense as a whole is just clicking on all units right now.
Yeah, everyone knows their role right now. Ethan Simmons is the number one option. DeCaro is that lockdown defender. Christian Maglicano.
John Okocha comes out the game.
Yeah, that is huge. He has not been hot at all for Monroe this half.
Maglicano puts up
Three
a
is no
three.
good
He
by
misses.
Monroe working the ball up now. DeCaro. Good defense there. Ingram now on Eli Okocha. There has always been two Okocha brothers on the floor. This is the very few times that John Okocha is not on the floor.
You can't blame the coach. He's been shut down this half pretty much.
Josh Okocha somehow gets to the rim and gets a bucket, 44-43.
Monroe
leads.
regains the lead. Like we were saying, it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, pretty much.
It pretty much will. Josh Ingram, contested layup, somehow gets in there.
Like we said, Josh Ingram is a pivotal piece here. When he gets going, the St. Joe's team usually plays well.
Very reminiscent of that Roselle Catholic game, except this time it's not threes anymore. It's those inside buckets. But Josh Ingram getting the ball in the hoop, no matter what.
Davey Caruso sticks with his
Ingram
man.
takes the
Josh gets
ball.
a steal. Looking at open floor right now.
Maglicano misses the layup. And they're going to argue over whose ball that is.
So it's going to stay St. Joe's ball. Falcon flock is hype.
And Josh Ingram is on fire right now on both sides of the court. Getting a steal right there, dishing it over to Maglicano.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that one possession. He has been locking down that left side corner right
He's
there.
been incredible. Maglicano at the top of the key now.
So Ethan Simmons playing in the post. Fade away, and it hits St. Joe's 48-42.
The biggest lead of the game for the Falcons, only 3 points. Nonetheless, though, St. Joe's up 3 points, 4:45 left to go in this game.
Monroe
Ethan
can't
Simmons.
be too happy with their defense right now. They are just giving up everything.
And John Okocha is just watching from the sideline.
Eli
of his team.
Okocha puts up another deep three. He's put up
No
a lot
good.
of those today.
He has, and he has not been good on many of them. There's Eli once again. Guarded by Josh.
So just around 4 minutes left. St. Joe's the lead.
And
Another
it's gonna be
steal
stolen by Maglicano.
and a reach and foul. But regardless, another foul. Sorry, another steal for Monroe.
Monroe is playing scared right now. Monroe is definitely playing scared right now. They had
And
a
you
huge
can see
lead.
that coach, he's already putting John Okocha back in.
I can't blame him. I don't care how cold he's been. He put up 21 in that first half.
Yep.
And Monroe is very scared right now. They had a huge lead in that first half, and now somehow they're down 3, and St. Joe's has the ball with 4 minutes left to go.
So Monroe's only kept 2 Okocha brothers in at the time, but at this point, they might have to have all 3 in.
You definitely need all 3 in for that chemistry. I know it sounds corny, but I mean, when all 3 of them have been on the floor, I mean, it's just been a different team. And they're
Josh
gonna need
Ingram
that.
drives.
Ingram, no
Puts
way
him-
that goes in.
He is on fire.
Josh Ingram
He cannot miss right now.
is hitting shots, the post fade.
49 to 44.
And
Josh
then
Okocha misses. Maglicano rips away the rebound.
with
Jeremy
the board.
DeCaro.
And Josh Ingram has put the team on his back in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, so Jeremy DeCaro do that quarterback-esque pass. Khalid's back in the game for the first time in a while. It's the first time we saw a sub in a while.
In a very long time.
Takes Davey Caruso out, and Maglicano also comes out for Kwame. Falcon flock is going crazy right now, trying to distract the free throw shooter.
And I don't know about you, but I'm a little nervous for the St. Joe's rebounding game now with Maglicano out.
Yeah,
When he was playing, he must have gotten 90 to 95% of all rebounds. We'll see what they do. Second free throw is up. No good.
you gotta hope Khalid is just as aggressive. They put Kwame in, so maybe they're trying to push the pace. They have both of those lockdown defenders in Kwame and Jeremy.
Yeah. St. Joe's gets the ball.
So
After
Ethan
22,
Simmons
they're
gives it
close
up
to
to
2.
Kwame. Josh is not playing the point guard role anymore.
No, he's more playing that shooting guard role. He's going to be their number 1 scorer from here on out. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, and he's just been going crazy this fourth quarter so far.
That's going to be
Another travel.
a travel on Ethan Simmons. Those are huge. The rest of them calling it all game, but that was an actual travel right there. So 3:20 now in the game. St. Joe's up 49 to 45. As
So
John
John
Okocha.
Okocha brings it up. Monroe really wants to see another repeat of that first half. He just completely torched St. Joe's.
And he has the ability to do so again. We'll see if he does, though.
You can see Jeremy DeCaro shuffling his feet, getting in front of his man. He is just not giving up anything. And
The
John
three by
Okocha,
John, no good. Has not
Kwame.
been hitting him.
drives in.
Kwame
Easy
gets
2 for
out.
Kwame.
2 points.
So that is a 51 to 45 lead.
Kwame Herod.
And no matter what John Okocha puts up, nothing is falling right now for him.
This St. Joe's offense is prolific as they head in to this timeout. 2:45 on the clock. St. Joe's up 6, 51 to 45. Kwame Herod getting one of his first few points of the game, but at a crucial moment for the Falcons. And if you're Monroe, is there anything you could do to stop this St. Joe's offense right now?
Man, they just have to get back on these transitions. They're giving up way too many fast break points right now.
So both teams are going to head out of that timeout. St. Joe's obviously trying to keep that momentum going, and Monroe trying to find that same momentum they had going in the first half.
So yeah, we're looking at about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes almost left in this fourth quarter. So like you said, Kwame just put up his first couple points, but I think everybody in the gym knows that his impact has been not on the offensive end.
Everyone's been playing their role. Like I said, Maglicano has been the rebound master, and Kwame's been incredible on defense.
His on-ball defense today has been almost unmatched.
Yeah.
Him and Jeremy DeCaro have just been locked down
It's
on
been
that
incredible.
full-court press.
And Kwame finally getting some stats to put on the board to show everyone that he has been making an impact. As John Okocha at the top of the key. Down 6. are the
St. Joe's
Monroe
playing
Falcons.
zone now. They're playing man earlier, but now they're playing zone.
It's definitely interesting to switch it up. And it seems like Monroe every player is scared to take that shot.
Yeah, and Eli Okocha has been taking those, but he hasn't been knocking them down. So you have to imagine he's a little bit in his head.
And I would be too. I mean, he must be 0 for 3, 0 for 4 right now. And they are wasting the clock. Eli misses another.
Big surprise that he misses. Josh
Khalid
is down the
Brown.
floor. Khalid is pushing the pace. Euro step, and
Khalid
it's good.
Brown gets up. 53-45, St. Joe's.
Nobody is stopping this St. Joe's fast break right now.
A minute 55 left to go, and this looks like a St. Joe's basketball team right now. Steal by Khalid. Fighting for the ball. That's going to be a jump ball.
Looking at all these fast breaks, they're looking like the Showtime Lakers out here.
I have never seen St. Joe's be more aggressive in a basketball game in my 3 years of being here.
Yeah, and this is the first time these fans have been able to make an impact in 2 years, and you could already see how once a team gets momentum, that momentum is sticking.
These fans are going to be going to a lot more games than just this after seeing this game.
Yep. And just to put it in perspective, like we mentioned earlier, half the team is out with COVID. So if the rest of the team is in, St. Joe's could be making a real push for that GMC.
They really could. Them and St. Thomas Aquinas for sure. Well, let me tell you, this Monroe team, I know St. Joe's is very short-handed, but John Okocha, if he can keep that up, what he did in that first half, Monroe could be a very good team in this GMC division as well.
Yep, but he's just been inconsistent in this game.
Makes another. St. Joe's up 9 on the Falcons. Trying to make it double digits as Ethan Simon and Josh Ingram have been lights out this second half. And Simon will tack one more on St. Joe's, 55-45.
And Monroe just looks flat here. They do not have anything going for them. Their point guard's been unlocked. John Okocha cannot make a shot. Eli Okocha just chucks up deep threes.
They look flustered right now. St. Joe's has them on their heels, and they cannot stop that offense because there's 4 or 5 different guys scoring for St. Joe's. So there's no one to focus on. As number 22, the sophomore, will head to the line for Monroe. Try and make this a single-digit game for the Falcons.
Davey Caruso is going to be put back in this game.
CSI, the sniper, checks in for Jeremy DeCaro. And give props to Jeremy, too. Jeremy has been locked down on defense, and he hit that clutch 3 before.
Yeah, he hit that 3 to tie the game.
That was incredible, 40-40.
Talk about momentum shifters. That might have been the biggest one there. St. Joe's is just running away with it now.
It's only 3 points, but it meant so much. And if you didn't see, both those free throws were good for that sophomore, number 22 from Monroe. And then it'll be a timeout. St. Joe's, minute 38 on the clock, 55-47. Falcons up 8 in the Maglia Gymnasium.
And the rest of the team back home has to be happy with the way they're playing now.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, this game has been incredible. And once this team is hot, there's no stopping them whatsoever. And we're missing 4 to 5 key players right now. So just imagine what it could be like.
The cops are holding back these Monroe fans now. They are absolutely livid. I don't even know why Monroe's talking anymore, considering the scoreboard.
Yeah, they've been pointing up at that scoreboard every time St. Joe's is trying to talk, but now it flips and they're still talking somehow.
I'm telling you, this is a catalyst for a new rivalry.
This is a new rivalry. We have a rivalry brewing in the Maglia Gymnasium right now. Both teams heading out back onto the court. Timeouts seem to just be getting filled with both student sections going at each other's throats. Minute 38 on the clock.
So Kwame now with the ball looks for Ethan Simon. Ethan Simon tightly guarded by Josh, tripped up. White chocolate sniper shooter Davey Caruso's back in the corner.
They call charge there on Ethan Simon. So Monroe, not too much time left on the clock. Down 8, 127 left to go.
So Jeremy DeCaro is checking back in, as well as Maglicano, it looks like.
Yeah, those defensive and offensive rebounds are going to be massive for St. Joe's, and Maglicano is just the man to do it.
You got to think, with a minute left in this game, every rebound St. Joe's gets, they might want to slow down the possession.
Oh, definitely.
Take more time off the clock.
Especially with no shot clock, you can take as much time as you need now.
Yep. Monroe's going to try to full court press, but you could just swing the ball around.
And I can't believe St. Joe's came back this much in this game. Down, I think it was 17 or 18 points going into the second half.
Yeah, and to be brutally honest, they looked absolutely horrible in that first half.
They look like an awful basketball team, and now they look like the best team in the GMC, and they are just lighting up Monroe in this second half. And I got to give props to Josh Ingram and Ethan Simmons. They have been the two main targets, the two main shooters for St. Joe's.
Like we mentioned before, those pieces around them have definitely helped. So lockdown defenders, they were the real ones who started those possessions.
Definitely. Both teams going to head back out here. The lineup for St. Joe's: CSI, Josh Ingram, Jeremy DeCaro, Ethan Simmons, Kwame Herod, and Christian Magliacano. Looks like CSI is going to check out. There were 6 men on the floor, so CSI will check out, but the other 5 will remain.
So Kwame's full court pressing again.
And they cannot be dishing this ball around like this. They need some points quick. They only have a minute 15 on the clock.
John Okocha, air balls. And Monroe fans have no answer to the Falcon Flocks comments anymore.
And Monroe is losing their grips on this game. It's falling out of their hands and right into St. Joseph's lap, as they can make it a double-digit lead late in the fourth quarter, just around a minute left to go.
Yeah, so like you said, Jeremy DeCaro has the chance to make it a double-digit lead, which might be the kiss of death on this Monroe team.
Yeah, unfortunately he won't. The 1-and-1, he misses the first one. The 3 from the sophomore, no good. Rebound by Josh Ingram.
Another foul.
Josh Okocha with the foul. St. Joe's will go right back to the line.
And Coach Jen just has no more criticism for this team.
How could you? I mean, this second half, there's nothing you can be mad about whatsoever in this second half. If they play like they have in this second half for every game, they are winning the GMC championship and making a deep run in the States. And this is without 2 to 3 starters right now. So
yeah.
I mean,
So they're definitely excited seeing this game.
It's a great sign for the future.
Coming into this game, you wouldn't expect the defensive intensity that they brought. Definitely been the reason why they're up big today.
And up big they are, 57-47. St. Joe's with a double-digit lead. A minute and 2 on the clock for Monroe to try and muster something together. Eli Okocha, they need to shoot this ball.
So John Okocha and
it's going to be an and 1 for John Okocha. Never mind that. It'll be a charging foul on John Okocha.
And I believe that fouled him out of the game, so he's done. And Monroe fans have blank looks on their faces as they watch time run out here.
Christian Magliacano putting his body on the line. Khalid Brown gets up. Khalid Brown goes up and under.
He almost dunked that. He was right there.
He could have dunked that if he really wanted to.
St. Joe's fans would have gone crazy.
The roof would have blown off this place if Khalid Brown dunked that ball. But it's already close to. 59-47. St. Joe's up 12 on Monroe, who once led by 18 points. The Monroe fans are in the heat right now.
Monroe fans are in the Falcon flock right now. Cops are doing their best. Fans are getting kicked out right now.
Fans are getting kicked out of the Maglio Gymnasium. St. Joe's is up 12 on the Monroe Falcons, and they are not happy about it.
Some expressions we'd rather not say on air, but these Monroe fans look absolutely distraught. What a win for St. Joe's.
This is a massive win. Monroe fans are not doing too well right now.
Like we mentioned, they were down big at half, and just to see them come back like this is absolutely insane.
Those Monroe fans are hurting right now. That'll be Josh who puts it into N1.
St. Joe's fans are pointing to that scoreboard.
I mean, can you blame them?
Monroe fans have no response.
Up 10 when Monroe did the same thing to you before. Only 34 seconds left. I mean, this game is done and over with. St. Joe's is going to come out of this game with a W, it looks like. But Josh Coach will try and make it look a little better as he goes to the line, make it a single-digit game. 59-49 is the score. And he will not make it. Jeremy DeCaro will get the rebound.
Man, there's 4 cops here patrolling this Monroe crowd. They definitely have their work cut out for them.
And CSI will go to the line. Monroe's still fouling, surprisingly. Down 10 with 20 seconds to go.
They're trying to make it look a little better.
You would think they would just accept the loss, though.
It's just so great to see this Falcon flock back. It's been 2 years.
The Falcon flock is back, and they do not care about anyone's feelings, clearly, as they are sending Monroe off with waves of goodbye, as St. Joe's are going to win this game. 25 seconds left to go. St. Joe's up 10.
Eli Kocha tries to make a move there.
And
they're still fouling.
I mean,
we have 11 seconds left. You're down by
down
10.
10, 17 seconds left to go. Are we sure there's any possible chance you can come back in this game?
Yeah, and Monroe fans are not going to hear the end of this for a while. Half of the team out still loses.
Monroe does not look like very sore losers right now. We'll just say that.
And you got to imagine next Monroe St. Joe's game, there's definitely going to be more of this heckling.
January 20th at Monroe. We'll see what happens there. St. Joe's will have all their starters back. And they're already winning this game by 11. You can only imagine what they'll look like with a fully healthy squad. And an air ball.
And that will do it.
That is the ball game from the Maglio Gymnasium. St. Joe's sending Monroe off. Waving goodbye as the Falcons win 60-49. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ben Chadwick, joined by Saketh Kodori.